All right, cool cats. We're going to go through 5 sets of 3 to 6 reps of heavy deadlifts. Set it up, warm up sets, and actual hard sets. So that way you can kind of just see the difference, because there is a difference between just going through the motions and being intentional with your lifts. We warm up our body, so just warm up in a dynamic stretch, right? So you're going to want to move your body in the ways that it is about to move. I always like to do some lateral lunges. I always like to do some like body weight good mornings. Just do what feels good for you, you know? Somebody's dynamic warm up might look a little different than yours. That doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong or that they're doing it wrong. You just have to figure out what is going to warm your body up the best and your joints and make you mobile and feel good. So I always go into a deep squat, and then I kind of rotate on one side, and I rotate to the other. Boom, boom. Okay, and I'll warm up for about like 3 to 5 minutes, just depending on the day. All right, so now I'm going to set myself up for the first warm-up set. This isn't going to be counted towards my 5 sets. So yes, it does take a little bit of time, but it's worth it. If you're going to do it, you might as well do it right. So I set myself up. So what this is doing is preparing my body to lift a heavy weight by getting all the muscles properly engaged. By me doing the exercise, this first set with the warm-up weight, it's going to activate all the proper muscles. So whenever I get to my heavier sets, my body is ready to go. It's prepared. All the muscles that I need to fire and activate are going to do that. Okay, so remember, we always set ourselves up, feet firmly on the ground. Brace the core. All right. I like an overhand, underhand grip, but do you? So here, engage my lats. Core is nice and tight. Butt is out. And then from here, engage and pull. 1. Down. Control the form. The form on your warm-up set should almost be perfect. So then we'll just do it again. Okay, so I like to do just a couple reps of warm-up. So now I don't really feel ready to go to my big lifts because I want to lift heavy for 3 to 6 reps. So that means my weight is going to be pretty heavy. So I think I'm going to go to 155 and do a couple reps there to get my body even more ready and primed to go. So let's do that. A trick for that is to place really tiny dumbbells on the side. Is obviously using the clips, but if you don't have clips, little 2.5-pound dumbbells, not gonna hurt on a deadlift. So I just add those on there because I don't have clips. Okay, so now we're gonna do, again, a couple reps here. So with the warm-up sets, you know how between each set, we wanna rest at least, between 3 minutes, especially if you're doing heavy lifts, 3 to 5 minutes. When I do warm-up sets, I'm not fatiguing my body, but I still wanna rest a little bit. So I'm resting maybe like a minute, because this weight, the warm-up weight should be very, very easy for you to do. You should be able to do maybe like 15 reps with your warm-up weight, but you're only doing a couple reps, obviously, to warm up your body and not fatigue your body. Right, we're ready. So hinge backwards, brace the belly, hinge back, come down, nice flat back, chest is open, right? We're not like this, flat back, lats engaged, and then from here, pull. You know what? That felt pretty heavy. So that felt pretty heavy, actually. So I don't think I'm going to go to 185 like I initially wanted to. I think, so this is 160. I could do 3 reps pretty easily. I want to struggle for the last couple of reps. So I think I'm going to go to 170 and hold off on the 185. But I still have 5 sets to go. So by the 3rd set, if I feel like 170 isn't really pushing it for me, I'll add for the last couple of sets. Okay? But now I know where to start my hard working set. Reps and your sets for your program are going to be, counted towards your progress and actually be applying progressive overload are the hard sets. The warm-up sets don't count. So if I did, if I'm supposed to do 5 sets, 3 of the sets I do with 135, but it's pretty easy. And the last 2 I do with like hard progressive overload sets. The 3 first sets really don't count towards that progressive overload. So, all right, so let's put 170 on the bar. 135, 155, 160, so I need 170. Okay. 145. Yeah, I get a 5. So I just need to add 5 to each side. know it's hard not to get on your phone, but it really is going to be so important to just focus on what it is you're doing. Try to stay off your phone. If you don't have some sort of app that's tracking all your progress or your rest periods and things like that, then just set a timer on your phone. Or if you have a watch, set it on your watch. But the rest periods are very, very important. You want to rest long enough to have full, maximal strength output for what you're doing, but you don't want to rest so long that you're cooling yourself down. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Okay, let's get right into it. Now, this is the first time in a long time that I've also done heavy deadlifts, so I'm not really gonna push myself to complete failure because I don't want to be so sore that I can't walk for days, that defeats the purpose of the workout. So let's get into it. Core brace nice and tight, hinge back, flat back, engage the lats. So we did 6, which felt really, really good. It also felt really, really heavy. I'm gonna need a minute before I can talk. Time my rest, 16:23. Normally I use my phone, but obviously my phone is recording. I want to be careful because I'm recording this as I'm actually also lifting, so I don't want to sacrifice my lift for this video, not gonna lie. Okay, so to be totally real with you, 170 feels heavy as fuck, and I don't want to be too sore tomorrow, so I think instead of doing 6 reps, I'm gonna do 4. I'm just gonna make myself stop at 4. And this is what comes with just experience lifting and in the gym and understanding that the goal isn't to rip your body apart. The goal every time you work out is to add some sort of stimulus that challenges your body in a new way from the last time you did the workout, but you don't want to challenge it so much that you can't recover from it. Because if you can't adapt or recover from your workout, the workout's pretty useless. So although I can do 6 and keep my form and it still feels good, I know that I haven't done this in a very, very long time, like several months. And just the movement pattern alone is gonna make me super sore. The 170 pounds is gonna make me sore. 5 sets, so it's a lot of volume. So I'm gonna just mentally know I'm doing 4 this time. And then next week when I come, I'll try to do all 5 sets with 6. And that's kind of how you progressively overload. It doesn't mean kill yourself every time you're there. You have to be strategic about it, 3 minutes, you'll actually go in like a minute if you don't actually time your rest periods. I learned that the hard way when I first started. I would be like, okay, I'm gonna rest for 90 seconds. And then like 30 seconds later, my breath is down and I'm like regulated. So I'm like, cool, let's go again. I've had these leggings for these were my first pair of Gymshark leggings. And I've had them since before my son was born. So I've had these leggings for maybe like 4 or 5 years, maybe like 5 years. And they still look brand new. They still, like, the stretch is still there. You know what I mean? Like, it still sucks me right on in. They're fire, but they're like just super expensive. Like, if they're not on sale, you'll pay like $60 for these leggings. You will never find me paying that much money for leggings. I always get them on like Black Friday, or they have like a semi-annual sale where they have their leggings like 60% off. So I just ordered 2 new pairs of these and they were like $25 each. And they're gonna last forever. Okay, we're rested. Let's go. We're gonna go for 4, okay? Feet, always set yourself up. Brace the belly, hips go back, nice flat back. Engage the lats, and okay. So could I fight for 6 reps? Absolutely. Would it make me super fucking sore? Yes, I'm not doing it. So 4, good. Rest. And please, please, please time your rest periods, because if you don't time them, you will go too soon. Like, I'm ready. I'm physically ready. My breath is back. I feel good. But there's other things going on, and this has been like scientifically proven. Like, they've done research on it that 3 to 5 minutes is optimal for your central nervous system to come down for you to be able to exert as much effort as possible. So if somebody has already figured this out way smarter than me, why would I be like, oh no, I'm just gonna trust my gut? I spent years supersetting everything, not resting between, not rest 3 minutes. Are you fucking crazy? I spent years, my entire training career up until probably right after I had my son. Like when I had my son, I had to look at training in such a different way because I didn't have the time. I wasn't mentally, there. I felt really bad about myself. I was like dealing with some serious postpartum depression, anxiety. I had moved to a new location with, again, no friends, no support. It was really hard. So I accidentally changed my training style. And then once I was doing it for so long, I was like, why is this working way better than any of my other training that I've done for the last 10 years? And why was it? Is because I was actually following proper programming principles and not what felt good. Okay, we're up. Let's go. Set number 3. Woo! 24 and a half. Oh man, it's rough. It's so hard not to do 6. I'm telling you, that is when you have really learned in the gym. You no longer just go off of feeling. And it's also so mentally relaxing to know that I don't have to go off of what I'm feeling. I don't have to pick random exercises. I don't have to pick random weights. Like if you have a plan and if you track that plan, then you're going to know what to do. You're going to know exactly what to do when you come to the gym. You're not even going to have to think about it. And that alone is a game changer. So let's rest. And I know this doesn't look as cool and as exciting and as effective as if I was like deadlifting and then I jumped over to the side and started doing burpees over the bar. I know that type of workout looks better and more impressive and harder, which must mean, oh, if it's harder, then it's better for me and it's gonna make me fitter faster. It's not true. It's only been 2 minutes. I feel ready. This is the realest thing ever, but I can't remember if that was my 3rd or 4th set. I'm gonna say it was my 4th set. Shoot. That was 3. No, that was 3 for sure. Yeah. Because I started at 11 minutes. There's no way I ran through 4 that fast with rest periods. So write your shit down, okay? Seriously, because I do this for a living. And if I don't write it down, I am worthless and lost. Okay. All right, let's do it. Set number 4. So hips back, belly tight always. Flat back. Okay, 4. 1 more. Shoot, it's rough. I remember a time when I used to burn 800 to 1,000 calories a workout. And I would be like, oh yeah, I crushed that fucking workout. I would have sweat dripping everywhere, crotch sweat, butt sweat, just dripping in sweat, you know what I mean? Because I was supersetting everything. I wasn't resting. I just was working out like a maniac. I was basically doing cardio with weights. And it's just so different now. It's much calmer, much more relaxing. My results are 1,000 times better for less time in the gym. I barely, I sweat. Obviously, I'm sweating right now, but I'm not dripping. I used to drip in sweat, okay? Okay, always set yourself up. Don't care if you've done 5 sets, you still need to set your body up. Feet digging into the ground, belly tight, hinge back. Oh my God, that's fucking brutal. Okay. So now we're gonna rest 3 minutes, but while I'm resting this time, I'm gonna go ahead and go set up where I need to go next, which is walking lunges. If you watch this video and you want to see me go through a full workout, then just comment below and let me know. If that's something you're interested in, then I'll definitely do it. But I'm not sure if that's something people want to see. So hopefully this helps you on your next heavy deadlift. And if you have any questions about anything that I went over, that I talked about, or that I didn't talk about, just please comment below or shoot me a message and find me on Instagram. Bye.